We're going to equip the helmet for Megaman. If you're wanting to equip armor, the jump parts, the helmet, or otherwise the dash boots, go to special items and then select it. If you try to use the walkie-talkie in the northern forest, Roll's not going to be able to make it through there. So you're going to have to foot it all the way back. The helmet looks pretty nice from the back, but it looks a bit awkward from the front. Well, we're going to keep the helmet off a little bit longer. Another way to get money is to sell your old parts that you don't use anymore. Like right here, I'm selling the Power Razor and the Rapid Fire Buster parts because we have parts that really outclass them. Those parts being the Blast Unit and the Sniper Unit. All proceeds from items should be going towards other items or otherwise weapon upgrades. So let's head back into the city. And here's a small little Easter egg. After you've donated enough money to reconstruct buildings like the bank, you'll see them in this box like under construction texture. It's pretty neat. It shows that the city is alive and well. So with the money we have, we're going to ask Roll to upgrade the machine gun and also have her look at the items that we found in the ruins. And there we go, now we have the Powered Buster special weapon. It looks like it has a nice little scope for aiming that makes it look pretty neat. But it doesn't really look as great as the weapons from Mega Man Legends 2. Right here I fidgeted around with either debating to upgrade the attack or the range. Since the machine gun is a weak weapon, but really powerful when fired in bursts, I decided to upgrade the attack. And after you've found any presents for Roll, talk to her and she'll take notice of it. Like right here, I just gave her the flower. If you refuse to give her the flower, she'll constantly argue with you on whether it's pretty or not. After you've defeated Teaselbon, this is where the best part of Mega Man Legends comes in. You're no longer forced to do anything or go anywhere. So for now, we're gonna do some side quests. Welcome to Uptown. You can do a lot of things here, but I suggest you go into the television station first, because we have 2 minigames that we can do here when we're mistaken as a contestant for the TV show called Dangerous Games. And let me warn you in advance, these games are anything but dangerous. The first event that we're going to do, Beast Hunter, is just a politically correct title for Animal Abuse, the hit television game show. You basically kick this ball at this animatronic dog to score a point, and if you kick the ball at the human, you'll lose a point. This minigame has 4 ranks, and every time you beat the par score, you'll win 1,000 zenny, and then the prize money will increase in 1,000 zenny increments. It would be pointless to show you me beating all the ranks one by one, so instead I'm going to show you them all at once. You have a 30-second time limit in order to exceed the par score. And the strategy I use is hold the circle button to slide left and right, and then use the square and triangle buttons to kick. It'll really help you a lot if you're wanting to exceed the par score. And once you've defeated rank A, your prize is a very useful weapon part, the Z-Saber. It's a reference to Zero's Z-Saber weapon from Mega Man X. Here's a small little tidbit of trivia. Z is actually how you pronounce Z in Japan and other European countries. You could technically say that America butchered Z, as well as the rest of the English language, if you really want to go that extra mile with England. But here's the second event, Balloon Fantasy, which is by far the gayest TV show event ever. You're basically supposed to use the Mega Buster to pop all the red balloons. If you shoot the blue balloons, you'll be penalized for time. When you increase your rank, your time limit will decrease. So you'll have a shorter amount of time to destroy all the balloons. So have fun popping all the balloons while listening to Waltz of the Flowers from the Nutcracker! This is actually where upgrading the Mega Buster comes in really handy. Especially if you've upgraded the Mega Buster's Energy and Rapid. Those really come in handy for this game. Since my time limit decreases every time my rank increases, I'm not going to be able to show you all of these at once. But you might have noticed that the number of blue balloons has increased by 1. Expect this every time you defeat a rank. The number of red balloons will also increase. Especially if they're really large balloons, because then they'll split into 2 balloons, which you'll have to shoot again. If you're not very good at this game, then expect to be at rank B for a very long time. But if you proceed to rank A this early in the game, then you're going to be at that rank for a very, very long time. Because you're not going to have the proper buster upgrades in order to defeat it very easily. And it's really, really hard because you only have 12 seconds to complete it. I've forgotten how many times I had to play rank A over and over again. But your prize is a Mystic Orb, which really helps in getting one of the best buster parts in the game. And that ends the television side quest for now. We'll be back when we get the jet skates. Because when we do, be sure to talk to this director, because he'll have a racing minigame. And that's one of the better minigames in Mega Man Legends. And hey, there's the television reporter that we saw when the Bonds were attacking City Hall. One thing I'd like to see is her freak out if the Bonds attacked the city again. But for the next side quest, go up here and you'll find an artist who's painting a picture, and you can offer her criticism.
Something's missing. What do you think I should add?
Here you go, you get another chance to be nice or a dipwad. Remember, your karma is at risk.
Really? You think so? I'm fresh out of red, which is why I haven't been using it, but I suppose it is a little drab. But there's nothing wrong with this colder look either.
So now it's up to Mega Man to go find some red paint. And to do that, we're going to look in the most obscure of places. The woman's clothing store. I know what you're thinking. There's no way paint can possibly be here. But there is something that's similar to red paint, although not quite. I'll just go out and say it. She'll give you lipstick. Just imagine that. Mega Man wearing some lipstick. Or heck, why not just call him Cross-Dressing Man? There we go. I said it. There's no way you can find red paint or red chalk in this game. All we get is lipstick. So now head back to Uptown and talk to the artist.
Oh, you're back. Hmm? What's that? Hey, could I borrow that for a second? That's it. That's perfect. That's exactly what it needed. Thank you so much. Oh, would you look at the time? I better be going.
Helping out the artist will open up another side quest that we'll tackle later on. So with all the money that we won from Dangerous Games, use it and go buy the flak jacket. Buying that will open up the option to buy the Kevlar jacket, which will reduce half of the damage you'll take. So what money we have left with, we're going to upgrade the machine gun one more time. So call Roll, and she'll pick you up. Just go to Special Items and select the walkie-talkie, and she'll be on her way to pick you up. I suggest you concentrate on upgrading the energy, because then you'll have much more weapon energy to use. It'd be very essential for you to upgrade the energy of your machine gun, because that way you'll have more firepower. Just go south through this ravine, and then turn left once you exit it. There you'll find the other set of ruins that are interconnected to the whole island's ruins. Again, since we don't have the proper jumping abilities yet, we're only gonna get so far. This room can be a bit dangerous, because you're gonna have to face two of these Reaver bots that'll chase you around the room. I suggest you use the machine gun on them to take them down quickly. Because otherwise, if you use the Mega Buster, like I'm doing right here, you're gonna be at this place for a long time. Or you could just take aim at the towers above, so the Reaver bots will become stationary. After feeding those two Reaver bots, head through the southern corridor. Once you've passed through the corridor, you'll encounter the doll-like Reaver bot and the self-destructing Reaver bots. I suppose I should tell you what their proper names are. The dolls are known as Me-Rock Reaver bots, while the self-destructing Reaver bots are known as Shekuten. Their names are pretty hard to remember as opposed to the normal Robot Masters or X-Hunters from the other Megaman games. Because their names don't really have any characteristic that can be taken from their names. Well, all their names are pretty much Japanese, but I wouldn't be able to tell you what they meant. And remember that Reaver bot that you fought in the very beginning of Mega Man Legends? He's back, except this time it's a two-armed Reaver bot instead of one. This Reaver bot is known as Hamaru, As far as I know, this is the only Reaverbot that has a name that's actually relevant to its function. Because as you can see, it hammers the ground with its arms and tries to smash you into the ground. This one can also launch its arms as well. And it will also chase you around in this square area. I advise you to keep the Hamaru Reaverbot inside this open hallway, so that way he won't chase you around in a loop. You'll also have a lot more room to run away from him. This is another good time to use your machine gun, because that way it'll take him down quicker as opposed to using just the Mega Buster. After you take him down, you'll get a ton of money for your efforts. The only way to make him respawn is to exit the ruins and then enter them again. But if you're wanting to get money, I suggest you use the Dangerous Games mini-games in order to score a ton of money if you want to upgrade your weapons or buy parts. Because again, it can get very tedious if you just try to go through the ruins again and again. In this tiny corridor, proceed slowly with caution. Because the Reaverbots that shoot bombs out of their, I guess you can say, butts, are called Zako bombs. And their bombs can reflect off the walls, as you can see. You'll emerge in a room full of Arukoitans, all being controlled by Urukdakoitans. Take care of the towers first, so then that way the Arukoitan Reaverbots will stop moving, and you'll be able to easily destroy them. I have to say, if you're new to this game, the Arukoitan Reaverbots will easily destroy you. Because they can be extremely fast if you're not accustomed to the game's controls.